Good morning, traders. How the devil are you? I hope you are all well. Today is, what is today? It's Wednesday the 22nd of March, guys. And as always, we're going to look at the trade ideas from yesterday. We're going to look at the trade ideas for today, and we're going to look at the important news for tomorrow, guys. All right. Before I start, let me just check I've got all my equipment working wonderfully. Currently it's not, which is always the problem with live streams. But yes, guys, like I say, we're going to go through the usual, but then also get as many questions as you like over to me, guys. All right. So, yeah, just let me know if you want help with any pairs or anything. Okay. So let me know. You can probably hear me in the background there. Okay. Before we start, guys, just a few things to mention. If you're new to the channel, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. I give you my trade ideas every day, give you my analysis, so why not come join us? Also, guys, if you haven't already, join the Discord channel. We also have the VIP Discord now, where I give you my trade alerts and you can ask me questions throughout the trading day. So come join that. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you all the details. And fourthly, guys, we also have an educational challenge now. All right, so take a quick look at this vid. Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's everything I need to say. My editor is happy. He will not beat me. Right, guys, so trade ideas from yesterday. We had two trade ideas. One was difficult to get into and the other was a good trade. So New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, guys. We were looking to short this pair yesterday. Why were we looking to short this pair? Let me explain. So we were clearly in a downtrend. Okay. Yeah, it did pop up, but then it came back down and we've had lower lows. Yeah, once these lows were broken, we have lower lows. Then price came back up to this important resistance level. Okay. And good value. Yeah, we need resistance because it offers good value, guys. And then once it got to this area, guys, we were just looking at this doji. All right. Admittedly, it's not super bearish, but this doji tells me that sellers are entering the market. And then sure enough, look at the sellers. The sellers tear into the market like a bunch of crazy, don't know, something. All right. So yeah, it was a good trade, guys. But let's see if we could get in on this pair. So if we zoom in now. So our ideas were this, guys. We could, first of all, potentially price came back up to here, and then we could get a bearish reaction and we could enter. Or what actually happened was this. We wanted a break of this level, you know, a retest, and then we come back down. So we definitely got a break of this level. Yeah, that's clear to see. But once I see this candle, guys, you know, the risk to reward doesn't make sense unless I get a retrace. Because let's imagine you enter here, your stop realistically needs to go above here, you know, and then this is your risk. This is your risk. And because this was my target, this is your reward. So it was a good trade. It was a good direction, but the risk to reward didn't make sense. All right, guys, what I was waiting for was potentially a move, at least up to here. Yeah, and then the trade would have made sense. All right. But alas, we didn't get that. All right, so we didn't have a trade on this pair. Maybe you did, guys. Maybe you got in on this candle and was a lot more aggressive than I was. All right, and if you did, let us know. Yeah, let us know in the Discord channel or on or below the vid. But direction, very good. Next trade from yesterday. There were only two, guys, and the second one was this. It was oil. And we had a good couple of entries here, really, guys. So let's drop down. Let's start with the weekly chart, in fact, because I want to show you why I was looking for longs. And we can clearly see that this zone through here has proven to be a good area of support. All right, and price is currently pinging off this level. All right, so that's why this grey zone was so important. If we now drop down to the day chart, yeah, we also had this bullish candle form in this grey zone. Yeah, and that is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. All right, and the idea was just to, you know, take advantage of this bounce off of this area of support and take it potentially back up to this blue line. All right, my next target would be up to this grey zone. Okay, so yeah, the trade again was a good direction, but did we have an opportunity to get in on this pair? And the answer is yes. There were a couple of ways we could have entered this pair. Okay, so first of all, we were with H1 structure. I was looking at the market. By the time I was looking at the market, it was around here. Okay. Then we got this huge bullish candle. Again, guys, yeah, if you enter here and you put your stop here, then and your target is here, the risk to reward doesn't make sense. All right. But we get a retrace. We get a retrace back down to these highs here. And then what was once resistance, as we know, becomes very good support. All right. I actually mentioned this level, this 68 level, in the VIP Discord channel, guys. So if you haven't joined that, come join us. Yeah, in the VIP Discord. So yeah, we got this retrace literally to 68, which was the level I was looking at. And then you could enter here, put your stop above here, your target is here. Now your risk to reward, yeah, this is your reward, this is your risk. Your risk to reward now makes sense. All right, and it was a good trade. It come back up and hit our target. It's now at this very important level here. So we need to see what it does at this level. But gold, not gold, I've got gold on the brain because I keep singing it. Oil was a good trade, guys. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to look at today's trade ideas. So trade ideas for Wednesday, the 22nd of March. Before we do, guys, let's see who is in. Morning, Bernard. Morning, Sisikello. Morning, Issam. Morning, John. Morning, Tony. Tony Gold. Yeah, you are gold. Sorry, Tony, I apologize for my singing. Sir Henry Lorenzo. Are you actually a Sir Henry or self-proclaimed? If you are a Sir, you are very welcome on the channel. Dio Brando, morning. And Nufal, morning. Morning, people. Morning, traders. Henry Lorenzo, I'll look at Aussie dollar New Zealand in a minute, mate. I'm just going to look at my trade ideas for today, and then we can look at yours. So my trade ideas for today, as you can imagine, is a lot to do with Swiss franc pairs. So you could pretty much trade any Swiss franc pair, okay? But the pairs I like are this. So first of all, Aussie dollar against the Swiss franc, okay? We can clearly see that we have had a huge breakdown at this level. Not me having a mental breakdown, but the charts have had a breakdown. Yeah, we were trying to short these a couple of days ago and we just got in a little bit too early, but it's coming down nicely now. But this area through here, yeah, has proven to be an area where price reacts. Okay, hence is called a support and resistance level. All right, and we're in a downtrend. Okay, you don't need to be Warren Buffett. And we could potentially come back down to here. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to see that. And there's more. And we're at the moving average 20. And we've got this huge bearish candle that formed yesterday. Okay. So the idea is to take price potentially back down to these lows. Okay. I'm going to actually move this blue line. This would be my target. Let's aim for, actually, my first target will be this 6,100 level, and then potentially back down to these lows. All right, so we've got a couple of targets there. Now we're going to drop down to the H1 chart to see what we're looking for in order to enter. So I'm going to make this gray zone larger. Okay. Yeah, we should probably take into account those wicks. All right, so I have moved this gray zone. Why have I moved this gray zone here? Because I need to take into account this, also these, yeah, this, you know, also in here. You can see if I keep moving this gray zone left, price has reacted many times in this gray zone. So it could react anywhere in here. Again, guys, you could also plot a fib level. Yeah. Yeah, and the fib level is nicely in this gray zone as well. Yeah, we can use all of these things to look for clues. Okay. But mainly, guys, I just use price action and look at all of these wicks. Yeah, look at all of this. Yeah. Okay, so what do I want to see? I want to see price react at this level. I want to see a bearish reaction, guys. Once we get that, I will then, when I say bearish reaction, I'm looking for a H1 or a H4 candle that is very bearish. It could be a bearish candlestick pattern, but just one that tells me sellers are in control. And I normally combine this with an M15 structure breakdown. If I get these things, I will enter. I will take price, first of all, back down to this low where I will close 80%. I will then take 20% down to this level. Maybe I'll close 10% here and leave the remaining 10% to run. That's how I roll. Split trades up. You can do it, guys. Be flexible. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. All right. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc short. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc short as well. Yeah, they are highly correlated. Yeah, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, and New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc are, you know, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, New Zealand Swiss franc, same trade. So just trade the one that gives you the best setup. But again, guys, yeah, we're looking for a shorts. Yeah, we're looking for shorts. Yeah, price was clearly in a downtrend, yeah, lower lows, and now it's come back up, hit an important level, yeah, and we're still looking to short this, yeah. Okay, we were shorting this from yesterday, and this blue line was yesterday's target. Let's move this target back down to this low now. Okay, yeah, and we're at a gray zone, and look at this candle, guys. It's super bearish. I do think we're going to get a bit of a retrace because this candle is so, you know, we need a retrace for this trade to make sense, and then we can start taking it lower. Let's take a look at the H1 chart now, guys, because this is always our entry. So, yeah, potentially this level through here. Okay, so this gray zone here, guys, is an important level. Will it retrace that far? We don't know. Okay, but if it does, this would be a very good entry. Yeah, if we see price get up to here and then we get a bearish reaction, I will short this back down to this gray zone here. Okay. Alternatively, guys, what might happen? You've got to bear in mind where H1 structure is in an uptrend. Okay, and what could happen? We just get this kind of action here, and then we get a breakdown. Yeah, and then I'll take price back down to these last lows and then leave 20% to run. All right, so yeah, I'm still looking for a H1 structure break here. Okay, maybe it looks like this. Okay, or price could retrace all the way up to here and then we get a bearish reaction. Okay, but yeah, Swiss franc pairs, we're looking at Swiss franc strength. You know, you could trade pound Swiss franc, euro Swiss franc, but Aussie dollar Swiss franc and New Zealand dollar Swiss franc are the better setups for me. Okay, and the final trade idea for today is this: Aussie dollar against the Canadian dollar. Okay, and I was in this trade from yesterday, guys. I put this trade in the VIP Discord. Yeah, I put a trade alert in the VIP Discord so that you can trade it. So if you're not a member of the VIP Discord, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the Discord and the VIP. I give you my trade alerts, guys. We actually entered around here yesterday, guys. Put our stop below here. Our first target was 58, and now we're letting 20% run. Okay. But yeah, I'm interested in this today as well. If we look at the day chart, I know me and Bernard, we have been at loggerheads with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. He has been wanting to short it, and I have been wanting to long it. And yesterday we were both right. It came down and then it shot back up. Okay, so day chart, what am I seeing? Okay, so it was in a downtrend, yeah. But this last high here has just been taken out with this candle, just about, okay? It just a couple of pips higher. All right, so for me, as soon as that happened, we had higher highs and we were in an uptrend. The problem with it was we was hitting this area of resistance, okay? But now we've had a nice retrace. Yeah, let's zoom in. We've had a nice retrace back to this diagonal support level, and we've had this wick. Again, guys, I know it's a bullish red candle, but that wick tells me buyers are in here. Yeah, buyers have pushed this up. And look at the reactions so far. Yeah, it is flying off. Okay, so the target would be back up to this area of support. So let me draw the line in so you can see it. Yeah, let's aim for this 9,200 level, just before it. Okay, and then you can kind of see this ascending triangle that's happening, guys. Yeah, and then what will normally happen is something like this, and then eventually we get a break. Yeah, that's typical of an ascending triangle pattern. Okay, so we're looking for longs. If we drop down to the H1 chart now, where can we get in? Well, this old grey zone, well, not that old, but old enough, yeah, has been important. This grey zone through here, as we know, has been important. It's reacted at this level, it's broke this level, it's retested this level, and now it's broke this level again. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a retest back into this level. Yeah, I'm looking for a bullish reaction, and then I think we can take price back up to these highs. Okay, guys, so Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Me and Bernard fight every day about this pair. We don't really, I'm only joking. But yeah, I'm looking for longs from this grey zone. I mean, it could come back down to potentially these lows here. Yeah, and if it does, you know, we're still interested. We can take price back up to here. All right, guys, so those are all my trade ideas. Let's take a look at some of your questions now. Apologies, guys, I do talk a lot, but that is the idea of a YouTube channel. Yeah, you have to talk. If I sat here in silence, it would be weird. Let me have some vodka. And guys, before I start looking at your questions, let me mention a few things. So if you haven't joined our Discord channel yet, come join it. The link is below, is in the video description. We've also got the VIP Discord now where you can ask me questions throughout the trading day, and I give you my trade alerts as and when they happen. This was one of my trade alerts yesterday. Yeah, enter here, take profit up here. Okay, so come join us for that. Thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, drop us an email and we'll send you all the details. And then thirdly, guys, we have a new educational challenge. You'll find it in the Discord channel, but also check out this vid. Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below. Okay, guys, there you go. Right, so let's go to the questions now. So, Sir Henry Lorenzo, you would want to look at the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. And just a quick question from Mark. I've heard that you use hedges instead of a stop loss. And I do explain this in my VIP Discord and on my mentorship program, but there is also a tutorial video, Mark, on the channel. Okay, it says trading without a stop loss or not using a stop loss. Okay, so if you find that tutorial in our videos, Mark, you can see exactly what I mean. All right, and perhaps one week I'll go into a bit more detail on this live stream. Okay, but yeah, check that tutorial out, Mark. It will help you. Right, Henry, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look, my friend. So let's start with the weekly chart here. Okay, and yeah, okay. So let's start with the weekly chart. If we were trading the weekly chart, we would be looking to short this potentially back down to here. Yeah, this is a lower highs. Yeah, the last low was up here somewhere. Lower lows. We're clearly in a downtrend. All right, on the weekly chart. I suggest you do the same, guys. Look at all of the time frames. If you don't do this and get caught out in a trade, it's your fault. Okay, and look at the candles. Yeah, when you look at a chart, look at the candles. What are the candles telling you? Bearish, 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 bearish. Yeah, that's telling you sell. So we're in a downtrend. We've got bearish candles. Sell this market. All right, that's what we're seeing. If we look at the day chart, yeah, we are also in a downtrend. Okay, so we've got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You know, and it's been, you know, sort of bouncing off this level, almost ranging a little bit here now. Okay, so it's in a bit of a range. But if anything, I would be looking for shorts from here back down to these lows. Yeah, because the weekly is telling me to short it. The day chart is in a downtrend. And also, if we look at the candles, this wick from yesterday is rejecting this grey zone. Okay, so yeah, if anything, I would short this pair. But then there's more. Look at all the time frames. Let's go to the H4. More information. This is, in fact, in an uptrend. Yeah, we were in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. Broke upwards. Higher highs. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows. Hasn't made a higher high, which suggests buyers have run out of steam and we could potentially be coming back down. If I was trading the H4, I would want to see a break of this low because then structure's changed. Okay. But as you know, I am crazy in love with the H1 chart and structure, and I'm also madly in love with Gal Gadot. If any of you don't know who Gal Gadot is, check her out online. She is Wonder Woman. Wonderful woman. Right, H1. Okay, potentially seeing a break in structure as we speak. So H1 was in an uptrend. Thought we had the breakdown yesterday, to be honest. Yeah, we were breaking down. Price come back up. Yeah, higher highs. Now we're a little bit undecided. Got a low here. So if this low breaks with this candle here, Yeah, we've got 5 more minutes. Then potentially we have a trade. Let's zoom in so you can see that a bit better. So I'm just looking, when it comes to an important grey zone, I'm just looking for H1 structure to break down. Sometimes I'm more aggressive, but generally I'm looking for H1 structure to break down. Okay, and for me, it did break down yesterday. Yeah, we had lower highs, lower lows, but then price bounced back up. Okay, and then we was in an uptrend again. But now we've got this last low here. If this H1 candle stays like it is now and breaks this low, I think we can trade price back down to here. Yeah, makes sense. Enter here, put your stop above here. This is Aussie dollar New Zealand, so that'll probably be about 1 pip. So that'd be about 20 pips back down to here. Okay, nice trade. You can make 20 pips. Make your $100, your $500, you're done. Finished. That's all you need is one good trade, guys. Yeah, drop the mic, leave the stage. Yeah, go spend your winnings on finding Gal Gadot. So yeah, this will be interesting, guys. Yeah, I'll be looking to short this if that candle remains as it is now. And then also, you know, once it comes down to here, we want to know what it does at this level. Okay, if it breaks this level, then again, we're interested in keeping on going. Okay, but I will take profit here. I will take profit here. Only 80%, but I will take profit. I do not want to see this happen. Yeah, we're in a good trade. I have an opportunity to take profit, and then price bounces off here all the way back up to here. Yeah, I'll be saying, Tom, I wish you took 80%. So that's why I do it. If we then get a break, great. We can re-enter the trade. Yeah. If we then get a break of this level, yeah, get in again. Yeah, we get a break, we get a retest, enter another 100%, or even the remaining 80%. Yeah. Yeah. Trading is fluid, guys. Yeah, this is what I try to explain to people. It's not as rigid as, you know, target, stop loss. You know, it can be, but trading is fluid, yeah, and you need to change your mind. You need to go with the charts, you know, follow the river, follow the winds, don't go against them, you know, and trade accordingly. That's how I roll. So yeah, I would short Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, exactly as I said there. What else have we got? Okay, morning Melissa, morning Victoria, morning Tom. I'm looking to short pound yen with upcoming inflation news. I'm wondering what you think about Japanese yen right now. Okay, with upcoming inflation news, do not be in a trade, would be my first. If you're in pound yen, for example, and there is big data coming out of the UK, you shouldn't be in that trade. You are gambling. All right, I have to make that clear. Once the data is released, you can then trade and find a setup. All right, but let's see what I'm looking at in terms of pound yen. Before I do, quick drink of vodka. So all yen pairs, price action is disgusting. Yeah, trade that. Yeah, look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, if you could trade that, you are a better man or woman than me. All right, that is difficult to trade. But if I had to, yeah, there is clearly buyers here. Look at these wicks. Yeah, you know how much I love a wick. You know how sad I am and how much I love wicks. If I had to, I would buy this pair potentially up to here. Okay, this level here, this 163 level would be a good level. And we've got a good 80 pips to move into. All right. So yes, that is what I would look to do. If we drop down to the H4 chart now, what is it telling us? Well, for me, we have an important area through here. Is that, sorry, I'm just quickly going over to the news. Okay, yeah, because I just want to show you the CPI, guys. Okay, so pounds has just had good CPI figures. You can see that here. All right, so that is going to give strength to the pound, I am sure. So now let's look at Japanese yen. So we are at an important level here on the H4. Yeah, this level here has been holding. With that news, I doubt it will hold. Okay, but this level is important, and we're also getting a build up in structure. Just look at structure. Yeah, that is in an upward trajectory. Okay, look at structure, look at support and resistance, and look at the candles. Yeah, so I want to see a break of this level. As simple as that, Victoria. If I get a break of this level, I think we can take price back up to these highs here. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing, guys. Sorry, I'm getting all sorts of weird stuff up here. Okay, that's better. So yeah, if we get a break of that, I'll look to buy it. Let's look at the H1. Okay, so it's you know, this is why we don't trade the news, guys. You would expect, yeah, look at the news. 10.4%. That is a lot better than expected than the 9.9, and is better than the previous months. You would expect the pound to be doing this. Am I wrong? Yeah, you would expect the pound to be doing that, going mental, but it's not. Yeah, so that's the news. You don't know how to trade it. Don't trade it. But now the news has come out. Let's see how the market reacts. But not much changes, guys, really. You know, I would still be looking for a break of this structure here, this resistance, sorry. If I eventually get, let's say this candle finishes like this, yeah, then potentially we could enter here, put your stop below here, and take price back up to here. Okay, that's what we could do. But I want to see a break of this resistance level. All right, if we get it, let's go for it. Let's buy back up to here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. How can the news, such bullish news, give the yen strength here and the pound weakness? Crazy stuff. All right, if we start seeing this though and a breakdown here, yeah, then they're not interested, because if you remember, my daily bias was to buy this pair, so that guides me. When I look at the daily and the weekly, that is my bias. I'm either going to buy, sell, or stay out the market. So once you have your bias, you are only looking for trades that match your bias. And my bias with this pair was longs. So yeah, I want to see this bang, break, trade. You know, it could come back down to here. There's an area of support through here. Maybe we've got a reaction here. We could take price higher. Let's see. Yeah, but that is not reacting as the news would tell you. That's why we don't trade the news. Right. What else are we looking at, guys? So morning for Pello. For Pello, can you post your trade ideas on Discord? If you can't, please message me on the Discord. You are having problems, yeah, putting up your charts. Please message me if you can't. Who else have we got here? Right. Dio Brando. Yeah. Any relation to Marlon Brando? Maybe. AUDCAD. Let's have a look at AUDCAD now. Okay, so weekly chart. What the hell are we seeing? Okay, weekly chart. We are seeing a bit more room to the upside. Yeah, we've had a break of these highs. We've got a bullish candle here. We could potentially take price up to here. Okay, let me zoom in so you can just see that. Yeah, this candle breaking these highs tell me we have a continuation in an uptrend. Yeah, because we're getting higher highs. Okay, so weekly chart is telling me to buy. What's the daily chart telling me? That is telling me we're at an area of resistance. Okay, so for me, I would only be looking for buys, okay, in terms of daily structure and weekly structure. Yeah, because this is, this is clearly in an uptrend as well. We've got higher lows, higher highs, okay? And we've got a very bullish candle, but it is at these last highs. And if we look at the moving average 20, it is very overbought. So what do I expect to happen? Perhaps a retrace. Yeah, maybe here back down to this level before we start pushing up. Yeah, this is what I would expect to happen. It could just crash through this grey zone and go up, but that is highly unlikely. If there's one thing you take away from today, the probability of price retracing at this level is greater than the probability of price breaking through this area today. So we're at this grey zone. Retracing is more probable than breaking through. If there's one thing you take away today, take away that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. So yeah, but remember my daily and weekly bias is long. So it's a tricky one. Yeah, let's look at the H4 chart. Yeah, we need a retrace. We need value. Imagine entering here. Yeah, you would have to put your stop, arguably below the moving average 20 or this last swing low. Yeah, so we need a retrace. Okay, maybe we get a retrace to these last highs here. Yeah, this area here. And then we get a bounce off. And then potentially we could start looking for buys here. But I think we're going to have a bit of a retrace today. If we look at the H1, what am I seeing? So yeah, I mean, even on the H1, we've arguably seen a bit of a H1 breakdown already. This last low here, price is coming down. So like I say, I would like to see price come down on the H1 and then build up again. Build up in terms of a H1 uptrend. Yeah, and we can start entering here. All right, so AUDCAD, retrace, get to a good level, buy it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing on Euro Canadian dollar. I hope that helps. Marlon Brando. Morning, Lawrence. Morning, Melissa. Okay, morning, Bernard. Bernard, you love Aussie dollar Canadian. You like Aussie dollar Canadian dollar as much as I like Gal Gadot. Hey, Tom, great stuff as usual. Wanted to get your thoughts on gold. Okay, so Melissa, you were first. Let's look at Euro Swiss franc. So as I said before, guys, any Swiss franc pair, we have had a bit of a rejection. Let's start with the weekly chart. Okay, so interesting. So weekly chart in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs. All right, in a downtrend. But obviously we've had a huge amount of buyers in here. All right. Go down to the day chart. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. I'm pressing unusual buttons. Okay, let's drop down to the day chart. Yeah, all right. So, like I said, with any of the Swiss franc pairs, really, I'd be looking to short because we are in a downtrend. Lower lows, yeah. Is this potentially a lower high? Yeah, and room back down to here, or even back down to here. Okay, let's see. Out of all the Swiss franc pairs, this was not as good a setup as Aussie dollar Swiss franc or New Zealand Swiss franc. Okay, but still, I would still be looking for shorts because we got this level through here and price has reacted. Okay, we've got a bearish candle. So just looking at weekly and daily, I would short this pair. Okay, that would be my bias. If we now look, okay, let's move this across because that's the last H4 high. Yeah, I mean, this bearish candle here on the H4 tells me we can probably get back down to this level here and potentially this 9,900 level, this psychological level. Okay, although we are in an uptrend. Yeah, important to point that out, but we could come back down here before it moves back up. If we look at the H1 now as well, we have got a structure breakdown. And this is potentially a trade right now. Yeah, because we've already had bang, break. Once these lows through here are broken, we have had a H1 structure break. All right, and now we're kind of seeing this bit of indecision here. If I was being very aggressive, you could trade this bearish candle right now, but maybe a little bit too aggressive. So what do I want to see? So potentially a move back up to this level. Yeah, the level that broke. Guys, I'm going to say it again. If you traded this pattern, what was once support, when it breaks, becomes good resistance. Yeah, if you traded that pattern, you can go buy your Ferrari now. I'm only joking. Don't go put a down payment on a Ferrari. But this pattern is beautiful. All right. So it could react here and we take price lower. Or we've got a bit of a, this candle, if I was aggressive, I would potentially short this, but put my stop above here and take price down to here. My risk to reward still makes sense. Or we could wait for this. This is a bit of a box of indecision. Haven't mentioned a box of indecision for some time, guys. Yeah, exciting. If we get a break out of this box, therefore breaking these lows, yeah, we could then, enter, put our stop above here, take price down to here. Again, we get our risk to reward of 1:1. It's all about thinking about that risk to reward. So the secured trade would be a break of this, yeah, we get in, or back up to here, and then we get a bearish reaction down. The aggressive trade would be to enter now, put your stop above here. Okay, but yeah, we shall see. All right, but yeah, looking for shorts on Euro Swiss franc down to this grey zone here. Okay, so Melissa, I hope that helps you. Lawrence, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, coming up, sir. Same with all the yen pairs. Okay, yeah, I mean, just that candle, you have to buy it. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I don't look at any other chart. One thing I do know is I cannot short that. Yeah. Why on earth would I want to short that? Yeah, I can't. So if anything, I'm looking for buys. Even if I don't look at the weekly chart, I cannot short a candle that looks like that. Yeah. So this would just be buys. Let's take a quick look at the weekly chart. Okay, there's a massive bearish candle that says sell. Okay, so conflicting information. I don't like conflicting information when I trade. I like information to all come together and produce a beautiful trade. That's why I look at every time frame. So if anything, yeah, on the weekly chart, yeah, we've had a breakdown, come back up to here, but this is potentially the last lower high. This is lower low. Yeah, we'd be looking for shorts. So weekly shorts, dailies longs, stay out. Yeah, conflicting information. Let's drop down to the H4. Let's say Lawrence said, Tom, if you don't trade this, I will pull all of your fingernails out. Then I would trade this up to, would I? Because there's a level through here, guys. Yeah, let's remove this one. Yeah, let me go back to the day chart. Can I remove this large grey? I'm going to remove, I can't remove this. Sorry, guys, I can't remove that. I have to keep it there. But H4, there is a level through here, even up to here. Let's start all the way back here. Okay, so I know there's nothing but grey zones, all right? But bear with me. This area here, prices reacted here, 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 here. So this grey zone is important. So if I was a intraday trader or even a scalper, I would say we could short back down to here, look for buy opportunities and buy back up to here. Okay. That's what I would look for. But to be honest with you, I would just stay out of this pair. Yeah, it was in a downtrend. We're now in an uptrend, hence that bullish daily candle. But we're at an area here where we can see daily resistance. If anything, we're going to get a bit of a bounce lower here. All right, but yeah, for me, Lawrence, sorry to sit on the fence, mate, but too much conflicting information. If I had to, I would take some pips to the downside. Okay, but yeah, tricky one to trade. Stay away from that. There's better yen pairs if you want to trade them. Or look at the Swiss franc pairs. Next one, Bernard. Yes, your favorite pair. Cal wants to look at gold. You are gold. Always believe in your soul. Wasted as a trader. Should have been a singer. Gold. I cannot find gold because of all my singing. Here we are. Gold. Breakdown. Like I say, guys, I've already done my analysis on this pair. Weekly chart. It's important to look at this weekly chart because this is why we're seeing a reaction. All right. So this was once a good area before. Yeah, it's reacted here. It's reacted with this wick. So this whole grey zone is humongous, but we've got to take into account all of this wick. But nonetheless, it is, excuse me, an area of resistance. Yeah, this is an area of resistance. Let me have some vodka. Okay. Sorry if you can hear me gulping down the mic. But remember, this weekly candle hasn't formed yet. Yeah, hasn't formed. This could fly back up here. Hasn't formed. What has formed is this weekly candle. And again, this weekly candle on its own says we could potentially get a retrace and then a test back up to these highs. That's what this weekly candle right here tells me. Okay. If we drop down to the day chart now, we have very bearish reaction. Yeah. I mean, look at this candle. Buyers in total control. Look at this candle. Sellers in total control. However, we are in an uptrend. So is this a potentially good area to buy back up to here, back up to these highs? And the answer is not today, because I cannot buy this red candle. I just cannot. It doesn't compute in my brain. So perhaps at the end of the day, if we saw a doji candle or perhaps a candle that popped down a little bit and then come back up, yeah, we saw something like this, yeah, then I would be looking for longs, to be quite honest. But I cannot long that today because of this candle. So again, mixed messages on gold. Let's drop down to the H4 to see if we get any more information. So yeah, like I say, guys, I plotted this grey zone earlier. And guys, if you're new to the channel, yeah, and would like to receive my trade ideas, my analysis, my grey zones every morning, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button. Yeah, come join us, guys. So yeah, this grey zone could potentially be an area where price pops back up. All right. And then this would be the target, this last grey zone. So that's, if I had to trade it, that's what I would be looking for. Yeah, I would trade a pop of this level back up to here. All right. That's what I'm seeing on the H4. However, if we look at the H1, I would need to see a break of H1 structure. So price has come down. Yeah, perhaps we're seeing higher lows. Yeah, this is, we look for clues, guys, as to what the market is going to do. And that is a clue. Yeah, potentially it's breaking off here, bouncing off of here. But what I want to see is a break of this. Perhaps it does this, and then when we get the break of these last H1 highs, I think we can potentially buy this. Okay. What might happen today is this, and then the daily candle will look like a doji, and then we wait. Perhaps it will be a trade for tomorrow, and we can take this up. All right, guys, patience. But that's what I'm seeing on gold. Yeah, that's how I would trade gold. Okay, so yeah, everyone, Cal, Bernard, Z, you were all looking at gold, guys. So that's what I would be looking for. Yeah. If price starts, coming lower, then I'm not interested. Yeah, because this gray zone is still a potential area of buyers to push it back up. But what I envisage is a day of, a bit of uncertainty because we've got buyers at this level and we've got sellers in terms of structure. And then perhaps tomorrow, we get a break one way or the other, or a breakdown. Okay, patience with gold, I believe. I mean, you could get this today. You could get this within the next few hours. Bang, breaks this high. Then again, I think we have a trade. Okay. Hope that answers your question, John. Good morning, Tom, the vodka man. Yes, not the best reputation to have, the vodka man. I prefer the, experienced, profitable trader man, but vodka man works. Do you still consider this sentimental and fundamental analysis, or just focusing on price action and candlesticks for your bias? Good question, John. I talk about this a lot in my mentorship program. News is all noise. Yeah. A perfect example right now. Pound US dollar. Okay, we did have a reaction. All right. But we had a reaction here. So this was important news, guys. This CPI data for the pound was important news. All right. And we need to be aware of this. Let me sum up how I think of news and fundamentals in a few sentences. So you must be aware of the data coming out. This CPI data for the pound is going to move the pound. The problem is we do not know what the result of this data is going to be. Nobody knows that this is going to be 10.4. Nobody in the world, maybe a handful of people who are corrupt and inside trading, but nobody knows the release of that data. Okay, so you shouldn't be in a trade. Yeah, you are gambling. Yeah, okay, let's imagine, you were seeing price breakdown on the pound US dollar. Let's say you were looking here and you entered a short here. You were selling here to come down here. News comes out, bang, you are totally wiped out. All right? So don't be in news when big news comes out. What you should do is wait for the dust to settle and then analyze the chart again. I mean, this H1 candle hasn't even finished forming. At least let this H1 candle finish forming. Then you know how to trade it. All right. So first of all, that's news in terms of data releases. Yeah. Must be aware of them. Don't be in a trade. All right. You're gambling if you are. Secondly, fundamental and macroeconomic. Obviously, I understand economics and I have a view on pound or euro or what's impacting them. Okay. But what I do is get my macroeconomic fundamental head and take it off and kick it off a high building. Okay. Because it has no bearing on how I'm going to trade the charts today. I am a technical intraday trader. Yeah. A recession looming in the UK is going to have no bearing on me having a H1 setup. Yeah, it has no bearing. Yeah, I can't, you know, let's say, you know, we're here. Okay. Let's say we're looking at a trade right here. We've got a really good setup right here. Yeah. And we're looking to long pound US dollar. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh no, is a recession looming in the UK? The problem with inflation, the cost of living in the UK. Can I buy the pound? I don't know. I better not. What a load of old crap. What a load of old noise you do not need in your trading. I mean this. Yeah, that is a good entry. Buy it, take profit here, make money. Do not think about any macroeconomic or fundamental news to place that trade. Simple as that. So news, fundamental data is all noise. Don't get me wrong. I love talking about it at a dinner party or with friends. You know, I enjoy talking about the economy. Yeah, it's to do with my job. But for my trades, intraday, noise. Okay, got quite serious there. I hope that answered your question. So Mark is asking, you got a favorite pair or pairs for a newbie to follow or practice on? I would just trade pairs that are highly traded. Yeah, where you have a small spread. So the US dollar majors, you know, euro, US dollar, pound, US dollar, Japanese yen. But then I'd also trade some cross pairs like pound Aussie dollar or New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar or euro yen, because you're going to want charts that aren't correlated. Yeah, if I trade euro US dollar and pound US dollar, they're pretty much going to do the same thing. So trade about 5 or 6 pairs. Yeah, just keep an eye on. To start with, look at 4 pairs. Look at euro US dollar, look at pound Aussie dollar, look at Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and euro New Zealand dollar. Yeah, because you've got a cross spread of different pairs there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly, John. Hedging is all about washing bad trades. Yeah, it's a very important skill. It's not easy to master, but this is what makes me successful. Not picking trades. You have to pick good trades, but managing trades is what makes me successful. Okay. And if you're interested in learning more about managing trades, then come join my mentorship program, guys. Yeah. The details are in the video description. Email us, we'll send you the details. Yeah, I'll teach you one-on-one. I don't look at the US dollar. I believe that's the South African. Yeah. Final thoughts with Ogieva. Apologies. I don't look at that pair. I wouldn't like to give you an opinion on that pair. Sorry. What else are we looking at? Evans, morning, Tom. How do you ensure that your hedge doesn't turn into a bigger loss, which is common with me? Evans, that is one of the pitfalls, but you just trade your setups. Nothing really changes. You just change your setups. Okay. Yeah, nothing should change. If you just trade your setups, even with hedging, and close your hedge accordingly, according to your setup, then it is an effective technique. Okay, you can get to a point that the thing with, it's not the holy grail, and hedging you can build up, you know, a substantial loss, but you have to bear in mind you're taking profit all of the time as well. All right, so it's not as big as you think, but the patience is the key is patience. I will hold and wash a trade for days, if not weeks. Yeah, it does take a lot of psychological, it is a challenge with your psychology as well. You need to be patient, trade only your setups, and keep washing it. You might wash it 5 or 6 times. Okay. Sisakello, might play some trades on demo just for the fun. Otherwise, see a proper setup on my majors or indices for intraday. I'll take it. I'm not a big fan on talking a lot and getting very serious. I'm not a big fan on trading casually on demo accounts. It gets you into very bad habits. Yeah, don't do it. You have to trade a demo account as seriously as if you were trading $100,000. Nothing should change. Don't casually enter trades on a demo account. It will get you into bad habits. I promise you. Right, guys. Yes, I know we've got some more questions, guys. But I have to show you the news, guys. Before I show you the news, I just want to show you a couple of things, guys. If you're new to the channel, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'll give you my trade ideas every day. So check that out. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, and even the VIP Discord where I give you my trade ideas, then join, then hit the link in the video description. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, I can show you all the techniques and tricks that I use. And fourthly, guys, check out this video about our educational challenge.
Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below.
Okay, guys, and yeah, I just want to finally, I agree with all of your comments about hedging. So another one from Cara, do you pay attention to swap fees? You might hold a trade for days overnight. Yeah, and there's overnight, swap fees overnight. Yes, I do. I pay attention to all of them things. And it's not the holy grail, guys. Like I say, you can keep trying to short a pair and it keeps going against you and you keep getting in another hedge. I understand all of the pitfalls, but there are more benefits to it than negatives for me. And it really, it changed my trading. Yeah. So there are pitfalls. Nothing works 100% of the time in the markets. If anyone tells you it did, tell them to shut up. Yeah, nothing does. No indicator does, no setup does, no hedging does, no techniques do. But I use it effectively and it really helps me. All right. But I do take into account all of your comments, guys. Okay. I agree. Guys, yeah, if you are interested, guys, you can join my mentorship program. I can talk you through, even if you just want a few hours of education, I can talk you through my hedging process and what I do and what I look for. But guys, I've got to start wrapping this up. Let's take a look at the news before I finish. So news for today, for Wednesday, the 22nd of March, guys. Let's take a quick look at the news. So as we know, the pound CPI data has come out, and that was a lot better than expected. If we carry on down, we've also got the head of the ECB speaking at 8:45 London GMT. So she can really move any euro pairs. If we carry on down, 2:30 London GMT, we've got crude oil inventories. This will move US dollar and the Canadian dollar because the Canadian dollar is highly correlated with oil. And then if we carry on down, the news that we're all waiting for, the big daddy, don't mess with me news is this. Do not be in a trade. Yeah. If you're in euro US dollar, don't be in a trade. If you're in pound US dollar, don't be in a trade. This is going to go crazy. Yeah. So at 6 o'clock, London GMT, we've got the interest rate decision coming out. And then 30 minutes later, we got the press conference. And the press conference is, if not more volatile than the actual rate decision. All right. So yeah, it might be a bit slow in the markets today because it will be waiting for this Fed interest rate decision. Okay. But that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, share, smash buttons, do things. I don't know. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys.